Since eHandbook version 8.3, eHandbook container build tools support ASCII-Doc as a new additional text format for writing technical documentation for ECU software. ASCII-Doc is a plain text markup format. ASCII-Doc documents can be created using any text editor, for example, the text editor, which is part of ASCII Developer. They are human readable as is, and they can be processed by several converter tools. The ETAS eHandbook container build tools, for example, support converting ASCII-Doc to eHandbook format. One important part of writing good ECU software documentation is to embed screenshots from ASCII or Simulink models, like this one here, into the textual documentation and describe what can be seen. In order to make it even more useful, the screenshots should also be linked to the corresponding parts of the interactive model that make up the complete seamless model view in eHandbook. So how can this be achieved? The eHandbook support for ASCII-Doc provides an additional mechanism to embed so-called eHandbook model references directly into the textual documentation. Writing those model references by hand is a little bit tricky because you have to put the correct path to an interactive model hierarchy here into this model reference. eHandbook Navigator now supports authors of function documentation who want to use ASCII-Doc as text format to create such eHandbook model references much more easily. For this, all you need is an eHandbook container with the interactive model for an ECU function. Open the interactive model, for example, via the Document Explorer in a separate tab and navigate to the corresponding model hierarchy that you want to document. Now switch to the Model Explorer tab to see the tree structure for that interactive model. In order to obtain an eHandbook model reference, right-click on the entry and select Copy as Model Reference for ASCII-Doc. This will copy a complete string with the valid model reference directly into the Windows clipboard so that you can directly paste it into your ASCII-Doc file. If you want to include multiple screenshots, just repeat that. If you now want to put a textual description for what you see on the model screenshot, you can either write that beneath or above the model screenshot. The benefit of this approach is that you will get a valid eHandbook model reference very easily, without the need to remember the exact syntax and without the need to type a model hierarchy path. When you now regenerate an eHandbook container, the corresponding model references will automatically be turned into model screenshots which are linked to the interactive model. After regenerating the eHandbook container, the ECU function documentation now contains the corresponding screenshots as well as the textual description. Note that the screenshots are also interlinked so that you can navigate between them. Or you can open the interactive model. So with the support of generating eHandbook model references directly from eHandbook Navigator, writing good ECU software documentation using ASCII-Doc now becomes much more easier.